We are not known for trusting people easily, but my good friend NZ Hook, you have really shown we can trust you. Hey! How's it going, and welcome back to MyRail. In this episode, we're going to be looking at a mod that I added to this pack to give us a bit more of a challenge. So, if you like Minecraft, trains, or open computers, take a look around. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But, let's get started. So in the last episode we had a little play with the Halloween side of things, made ourselves a floating ghost out of open computers. But in this episode, we're going to have a look at what I'm planning on doing with the upgraded version of this pack. Now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to fly around a little bit and see if I can find a village. Because what we're going to be doing is in another form of village mod, but not the vanilla one. Alright, here we go. New village located. So this is from a mod called Millénaire. It's French. I'm assuming it's called Millénaire. And what it does is spawn new structures into the world. You've got the Minecraft vanilla villages. These are these ones here. Everybody's used to these. Obviously they look a little bit different with the texture pack. But these are the normal villages. Every now and then a mod will add something else into them. And of course everybody's seen these things. What's this one? Oh, it's an actual edition one, okay. But what we're actually after is not here, it's this one over here. And you can see there's a marker here indicating the side of it. And they've also got some walls. So this is quite a big village, which will be quite nice to start off with. And it's in the middle of the Lost Cities worlds as well. But you can see we've got some different type of villages. Now, we've got this guy here, he's delivering resources. You can see what they're doing on top here. We are looking, however, for the center of the village. Here's the guy with the crown on his head. So this is a chieftain, and he will give us options later on. He's not very helpful at the moment. We are trying to increase our reputation though. So your reputation is currently too low for the village to teach you how to plant apple tree saplings. What we need to do though is we're going to find somewhere around here. So this is a... Aha, that's what we're after. And there'll be a guy running towards us, gal, there we go, running towards us, and this person here will sell things to us or buy things from us. So currently we have nothing. So we can get coinage, money, for selling various things. Now I'm going to check this in initially, but the long-term goal is we really want to do this without cheating stuff in. Don't know why that doesn't work quite as well as it should. But we can give this person some oak wood. So we'll sell that, and we get ourselves some money. And it'll also increase our reputation. But on top of that, for this money, we can buy other items. Now, you'll see in here, though, there's quite a bit they sell. In fact, this one sells a lot of stuff. Quite a bit of stuff. But there's also quite a bit they buy. So if we look here, we can sell them oak wood, spruce wood, jungle, birch, all the woods. They also have some stuff they make. Although there's quite a bit here to go, so there's some stuff that they make. So they actually make stained glass windows, which we can sell for 1A56D. I don't know what the A stands for. So what my plan is for this series is we're going to make some of the stuff and sell it back to them. And then possibly buy some other things to get back. Now on top of that, what we can actually do is expand out the village. So currently this one here has no construction. If we provide them these resources, so at the moment they need some cobblestone and some dark oak wood, and then they'll be able to do whatever they're trying to do. So, yep, we could probably do that. So if we just, once again, I'm going to check this in just so, as an example, but the final idea is we want to be able to make this. So First thing I'm going to do is go dark. I'm going to make some of that, and we needed some cobblestone as well. Cobblestone. Send that to this person, so I'd like to sell you that, and that gives us more money. We can also set it into give away the goods, no payment, but we get a reputation boost from it. And I'm not sure if I really want to go into this here because it's quite hard to automate the selling and stuff. So I might just go for reputation and just sell them back stuff that they need. So we put the cobblestone in there, we get nothing for it. But now, do they have everything they need? It does look like it. So, yes. But they should move on. Oh, there. So we follow this person here. They're gonna go build something. Something completely random in a very random location. Okay, I was expecting it to be built as a... Okay. Oh, they're upgrading the building. Oh, even cooler. So they're changing this from being a dirt wood to being oak wood planks. So as you can see, though, they will build up their own structures. So the idea is, as I said, I don't want to cheat all our resources in. I want to make them. So we have Tree Farm Island that we're going to want to craft up oak wood or other things and then be able to sell it to them for money or for reputation. I'm just going to have to go find Tree Farm Island and I will be back in a moment. Okay, so that took a little longer than I expected to get things sorted. I think in the last clip I recorded, I said I was going to head to Tree Farm Island. Well, I'm here. But I did have to make a few stops first. And I've found a few issues with the rail, which we're going to have to cover off in a future episode. But I've reset up all this. We've got the Steve's carts working again. Hopefully these guys are pretty close to what we had in the previous set. I have added in a slight change to this here. And that when this guy is full, we've got a little bit of integrated dynamics here, which is basically saying if that guy's full, then we output a redstone to here, which then controls the signal boxes here. But over here then we've got another machine which also, this guy is also linked over to here. So either one of these will stop the modular carts, the Steve's carts, from going into this area. And that is because this guy's full. So of course what we really need is a whole bunch of wood, because that's what they're requesting. Yes, at the moment it's oak wood, but we can always replace this with dark oak wood, which is something they really want at that village. But we're going to head downstairs now though. And I have set up a train over here. I've fixed this thing here up as well. Hopefully, if we send this on its way, let's send it running. This has got a destination of Tree Farm Estrisla, which is the name of that village over there. Wait for this guy in, and if I've set up everything, we should have a whole bunch of wood there, and this guy will stop. Cool, looks like it's working. We've got the cargoes. Awesome. I haven't actually tested this, so it's really good that it's working. We're just going to wait for these to fill up, which won't take too long. But of course you can see the stuff's coming in, which means that up there is emptying. And yep, it's really noisy. And these guys should be moving again. Yep. So they're unloading. Awesome. Okay, so we'll head down here. And that's the apples. Oh, it's on its way. Now, of course, this guy's actually not going to go anywhere, so we probably should wait for him to arrive at least at the Charcoal Hill area. So I'm going to head over that way now. Okay, so I've stopped the train here, actually turned it off. Now, down that way is the Charcoal Hill area, so that goes that way and then that way. And you can see that's Charcoal Hill over there, 150 metres that way. But the village we're aiming for is actually 600 metres that way. So if we send it down to Charcoal Hill, it would then be another 150 metres to come back in order to end up the village. But if we go up to here, and unfortunately this is... We ended right in the middle of a mountain, which isn't helpful. But you can see this Charcoal Hill there. But our village is over there. So what I'm thinking at this point, because we're now leaving the city area, I thought what we'll do is actually start going overland. And maybe have the odd bit of tunnel in areas. So you can see that's where the village is. So what we're going to do is I would like to mark just this piece here, which is where we will, well, let's go here, we will come out, so there, and we'll go back over to here, wherever that was. Around there. How aligned, that's not greatly aligned, but that should do for now. So we need to go up to that marker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out this little piece here, get us to that marker, and then I'll show you what I'm planning on doing once we go into overland. Because I think really, while I can use Wilder to do a lot of this stuff, it's quite cool to use some of the Railcraft tools as well. So, give me a second and I'll be back. Okay, so I have built a sloped area up here. Comes in from the bottom there, it's got a little changeover track down there, comes up here, comes along to our SD, and you can see I've got some carts here. One has got charcoal, another one has got tracks, another one has gravel, we have our wood spike to keep things loaded, and then we have an empty cart. Because what we are going to do is we are going to grab from Railcraft the tunnel bore and a diamond bore, so it can go for anything. Place the tunnel bore down here, really big thing, really big thing. And here we are going to place in some gravel. Now the gravel is the ballast. Now what it will do there, I don't think it applies until a while off yet. It might do in there, but once it gets over to there, it will apply a lot more. But what will happen is if it has to make a bridge, for example, I had to make a bridge here, but if it was to get to this spot, it would drop down gravel and just keep dropping it until it actually has enough to go along, and then it will place down a track. Now, I believe you can only use gravel and sand as ballast, so we're going to use gravel here, and later on I might come along and replace all the gravel with be a bridge, something similar to that, maybe a different design, now that we're above ground. But the other thing we're going to put in there is some track, because this guy is going to lay down the track, so it's going to clear the way in front of it. And we're also going to put in some charcoal to give it fuel, and a diamond bore, so it can drill through things, like cows. But you can hear it placing things. Now the other thing we're going to need to do, of course, is join all these up. So let's just quickly push this into range. Hopefully I can grab it there. Link failed, not quite close enough. It's fine. Take a bit more closer. That should be fine, maybe? Is it going to be fine? Link failed, still not close enough. Okay, so more. Try that. You see it's spitting it out currently, but if we join that together, so it's created it. Now what that will do is it's going to take the charcoal out of this guy, the rails out of this guy, the gravel out of that guy, and hopefully place its other stuff into there. But it looks like it's not doing that. Which is not what I expected. Let's just take that out for a second. So it stops. I wonder if we need to unlink that. Push that way a little bit. Undo this guy. And maybe move it to the front, potentially. So let's go chest. One there. It's been a while since I used these guys, but I thought it was quite an interesting thing to do. I know I could do it with World Edit, but hey, this is just new and fun. So we need to bring up that and place the ball back in there. And now, hopefully, let's take out some charcoal. It'll refill it. Good. Gravel also refills. Good. Tracks also refills. Cool. And it's now placing that in the chest cart. So it does look like the chest cart has to be the one directly behind it. But we can place, you can now see it's taking stuff out of here. So it should have quite a bit of stuff to be able to get through to where it needs to do. And it will keep running because of that world spike cart that's there. So that's going to dig some tunnels right through this cliff and probably appear on the other side here at some point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this to do its thing. And I'll be back momentarily. Broken through to the final piece just before the village, and it looks like we're still quite high. Let's actually stop this guy. How do we go? So let's take that out. And full. Just about full. Yeah. I had to add another couple of carts on here because I came along at one point and went, that's filling up really quick. And it turns out, yeah, it does fill up quite quick. Are you going to stop? I suppose it's not going to. Let's take all that out. Maybe just take the fuel out. No, okay. This is. Yeah, let's take you out. That'll stop it. Take all those out. Right. So now we have to start going down. Now I'm really pondering now going. I know we just put all this in, but you can see it goes all the way down there. It doesn't do the walls, but it does quite a bit of the area we need to do. But I'm thinking about taking all this out and just going straight down at this point here. So we come out of the tunnel, go down here, and we start going underground at this point because really we need to be underground. So we don't want to break in and build anything in the area. So what I'll do is I will take all of this gravel piece out that's been put in there and run the track down underneath the lake and bring it out probably over the other side of the shop that we need to be at, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we now have ourselves a tunnel. We are directly under the village, and I didn't realise how long this tunnel was. You can just about see the end there, but of course I realised that when I was putting all the decoration, detail-y type stuff in here. But if we head over here, we're hopefully far enough underground that we won't really interfere too much with them. But I have put some locking tracks and other things in, including the unloaders, which unload into this advanced bin. But I say we're not too far away, but I did have to make a small adjustment up here, and we now have a little bit of building. So we can come out of here, grab stuff from there, walk directly over to here, and drop the stuff off. So that's where we need to drop the stuff off. So we're not too far away. Hopefully they don't take the building out or anything like that, because I was originally building here, and for some reason they decided they were going to build another building. Not helpful. Not bright. Well, actually they upgraded the building. But anyway, let's head down here. We'll go find the other train, which is a long way away. All the way around here. And I do have to put signals in. This is a one-lane track, so the chances are it's just going to be one long thing. But I'm not really planning on having a lot of trains in here because currently it's all manual unload or manual trading. I haven't found a way of automating the trading process, so we have to visit the actual village anyway in order to unload stuff. And at some point I'm going to have to come back and fix these trees. And probably all of the stuff with the bore's been. You can see it's just left concrete. It hasn't done anything special with the walls. But we'll head down over here, which is the original track. So just down here, it should be a train, which I circled around and then stopped here. So you can see what I've actually done is I've made it so there's a little bit of overpass here, because I don't want to try and work out how to get this system to work. So what happens is this train here should go through onto this lane, and then it will go into here because we've got a routing book in here which says any destination that has Estrus La, which is a link for the golden ticket, but the name of that village is Estrus La for it. Probably butchering the pronunciation of that, but now if we turn this guy on, and he's running out of steam, of course, turn him on. Wait for it to get up some steam, and hopefully we'll send it on the way. We'll go up here, go around, and give this track a good test for us. Just about there, 95, 97, 99, there it is. So we'll go running, probably at a slow pace initially. Hello? That's a bit weird. Why have we stopped? Crowbar. Oh, no, there we go. It's just taking a while to get there. So, that did not do what I thought it would. Idle. Estress. E-S-T-R-E-S-S. E-S-T-R-E-S-S. Of course, getting the train to come back around here will be a pain. So I'm going to have to send it on its way again. Make it come back, and yeah. It'll be back. And I'll be back when it gets here. Ah, there's the problem. It should be a question mark. Question mark equals is a more of a wildcardy type thing, and that's why it's not finding it. So let's put that back into there, and we can then send this guy on his way. So we're just going to slowly creep along, and if everything goes right, it should change. It did. Perfect. That's part 1 done. I haven't tested any of this, of course, and it is unsignaled, so hopefully it'll come down that side. It does. Very nice. And once we get back onto the straight track here, I will put it back into our faster mode. Should join in here. The idea, as I said, is this here will be one lane, that'll be the other lane, so when the train comes back this way, it'll join into that, and as you just saw on this here, it merges into the single lane. Does it make it the hill? It looks like it's going to. It's pretty slow. Yep, cool. Let's put it up to a bit more of a faster speed. In fact, let's put it at full speed, and hope that we haven't broken anything along the way. We'll keep going around here, and what should happen is it should go into here. Ah, right, yes, it will stop there because I was planning on having a lane there. Let's grab a redstone torch to place in there temporarily. I'll leave it permanently there for now. This guy, Ooh. What we should have done, let's put it onto that mode. Let's just switch this back around. Crowbar. Push that around there. Are these unloading? They are unloading, so that's a good sign. This guy, of course, is not. That is going into there, perfect. And that looks like it's going up to there, even better. Just wait for this one here to unload. Which isn't too far away now. Multiple crowbars. And oh, I said that's it. Okay. Run out of room of supply, so that should go back around into here and unload the other one. Which hopefully next time we'll actually do all of them, or we'll do that. That was unexpected. So operation is complete. Let's try operation is complete. Yes. That's not doing what I was expecting it to do. I wonder if that's causing the problem now. Put that in there before because it wasn't actually releasing it. Let's just turn it around and see what happens. Well, it is unloading the back one. So, it kind of worked. Yeah, okay, well that works. So what I'll do is I'll send this guy back around. What we need to do, of course, is put in a speed limiter track. It's adjust the speed, yes, we want that one. And we also want a direction track as well. So direction. Oh, direction. Patrol detector, this one. So what we'll do is over approximately here, one of those there, and then we'll put one there. There's one of those there which detects the train going in that way, and we'll put one of those there which will detect the train going in that way. And then this guy here we want to set to 1 speed. This guy here, of course, can be full speed. So the idea is that the train will come in. It won't trigger these guys, it'll trigger this one because it's going that direction. This will slow it down. I wish you could face it the other way. But it will slow it down and then it will slowly creep into there. Whereas when it's coming out and leaving, go back to the station, it won't trigger these two, but it will trigger that one, which will turn this one on, and then it will speed up and go full speed. Let's go up here and test out the theory of selling this stuff to the villagers. We've got quite a large amount of stuff. Now, I think I've got to be in survival in order to take stuff out of these bins, unfortunately. Oh, there's just about 4 inventories worth. So we can now go into here, though. Here, all the way into here, and if we stand here, no, go into here. There we go. So someone should come and talk to us. Oh, selling to players, so that's us. So we can now sell. We're going to do it as just giveaway. As I said at the beginning of the episode, we can have it sell and we can get coins and stuff for it. But we can sell all those off, improve our reputation, and it looks like it's just turned to night, which is pretty typical for our gameplay at the moment. But now, of course, you can see that they've got quite a bit of generic wood. They do need a lot more spruce wood, and they also need some white banners they're going to be able to build. We've got all sorts of stuff here. So we've got 10 adults currently, 3 children. Sorry, 3 youths, and 2 children. It looks like at the military base they can do 37 defense and 120 defense. They've currently got 24 buildings, which you can see here. So this is the map of the area and where the buildings are. So here's the warning about it. Villagers will try and avoid destroying player construction, but this is not foolproof. Please buy a plot of land from the village to do your own constructions. So I didn't actually purchase land because I wanted that specific spot. But hopefully we can actually use it for something. We won't get built over. And even if they do build over, well, as long as I don't kill the piping and stuff, we should be fine. So we've got a morale. Oh no, sorry, that's a thing they're upgrading. So there's something being built. There's an abbey. All sorts of stuff going on here. A lot of stuff that we're going to probably have to play with over time. So apparently they're trying to make a market and they're lacking resources. So to make it, they want the banners. And they also want some white wool. So currently we don't have a sheep farm. So one of the things we might have to do in a future episode is make a sheep farm in order to trade them back. So what I'm going to do is, while we're waiting for them to sleep, I'm going to go try and find some sheep and shear some wool, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so managed to get 11 white wool, which should be enough to cover their requirements for the moment. So I'm going to head into here, and they're not quite awake because it's only sunrise at the moment, but hopefully very soon someone will arrive. And it's interesting, you can look in their chests, but you can't actually do anything in them, at least selling to a player. Okay, so we'll sell you the white wool, and now they should have enough white wool. Do we got some spruce wood too? Have some spruce wood. So they can have all that. They will give them their 8, and now they're making their market. Now I don't know where they're making the market. Have a look around here somewhere. There should be someone building. So here's a builder right here. So they're going to go off and grab all the stuff that they need and then build up something around here. So that's the Millénaire mod. And hopefully this is going to make the pack a little more interesting and give us some goals to do. Especially if we need things like wool and glass, and we'll learn things that they can make, or we can buy stuff that they can make and sell it to other villagers. And of course the idea is how they all connect up rails. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you to watch what's going on with the building. And if you've enjoyed this episode, or you like the idea, or have any comments or suggestions on how to play it, leave a comment down below. But otherwise, have a great day, and see ya!